Hello, hello. How are you? How's everything? I'm very, very excited for for the live today. For the first episode of In Focus. So my name is Ranieri, and I am with Sony. I'm been a photographer for around 20 years. I've been in the industry for around 10 years. So we are going to talk about today about how the ZV cameras work and the lineup of the ZV cameras. Those cameras are pretty much the best cameras for content creation. Why do I say that? Because they are not only portable cameras, but they are also powerful cameras that in a very small package it is fantastic, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So first thing first, it's just a quick reminder that if you purchase your camera within the last 30 days, you can get 2 years warranty instead of 1 year, so you add that additional year. And also, if you happen to purchase it, in the 30 days past, you can also, I encourage you to go and register as well, because you have the chance to win a $500 Visa gift card. So that out of the way, also I want to remind you to download the creators application to your phone, iOS or Android. And with the application, it's just fantastic because you can do so many things connected to the camera. So you can connect the cameras, pretty much the whole lineup, to your phone through that application. So you can transfer pictures, you can transfer videos, you can also control the camera or the cameras with that application. So you can also have it as a second screen. So let's say that you have your phone here and you can see what that camera is looking, right? So you can put that camera in a tripod over there, and you can start from here if you want to talk to yourself, like, if you want to talk like a blogging, or so it's just fantastic. So that out of the way, I want to start um, the the conversation here. So the conversation pretty much is gonna go. I'm gonna try to explain you the camera and the features and benefits, where you can be able to extract all the potential that these little cameras have. They're a small package, but they're very powerful. As a matter of fact, I took a picture with a 1-inch sensor camera. It wasn't the ZV camera, it was the RX, but it shares the same exact sensor. It's called stack sensor, which is fantastic. 20 megapixel pictures. And I will show you in a minute these pictures I took of a cat, so you can see the high quality that you can get from this, right? From these cameras. So whenever they're ready, they're gonna put it up there. But for now, I want to start with trying to teach you one of the most important things of the camera system, right? One of them is going to be the autofocusing system of the camera. So I want to go into the menu and I want to show you. So if I press the function button on the camera, the function button on the camera is in the back of the camera. It's called the FN. Yeah, I see the cats there. So if I go and I touch this function, HDMI is not available, is showing the following. Okay, so I just want to show you how good the autofocusing system is, right? So the first thing you have to do is put it in the number one, in the first, if we go to the menu here, give me 1 second. We're gonna track and we're gonna make sure the face detection is on to track faces, and these faces are is on. That's the main thing, right? Of course, if you want to track something else that is not human, an animal or bird, that's you're gonna pick whatever you want there. So registration faces, that's for another topic, another day. Basically, that's about it, right? If I put just about anything in front of the camera, you will see how it tracks not the face, but the eyes, right? Very, very fast. This works for video. The camera is set up now for video. also works for photography as well. So that is the main thing. If you don't have this set up, it's going to be very difficult because no matter how good the camera is, and if the camera is not focusing or is not focusing where you want to, that's not going to do any good for you. You have to understand these autofocusing systems, and these cameras have a lot of autofocusing systems. It's about 7, and the one I just show you, I put it in wide, which is the first one. So the first one is called wide. Basically, it's an automatic setting. And I want to move to the next point, to the second point. Why these cameras are also fantastic for content creation. When you start recording, like I'm right now, like I'm recording now. So I want to make sure my camera is recording. Sometimes we press the right button, right? So, because I'm showing, sometimes, so that camera, I activate I activate the showcase button. So if I put something in front of the camera, it will move that focus right up to here, right? If I take it off, that's another, I'm gonna talk about that in 1 second. So going back to my tally light. So I was about to talk about the tally light. So the tally light is fantastic because even though they're very small cameras, you really want to make sure they are recording. So in front of the camera, in front of these cameras, it has a little tally light, which it will show me that also that I am recording, And that sounds basic, of course you're recording, but most people that record will tell you, or make content, will tell you, oh no, man, that day I lost so much time and so much because I thought it was recording and it wasn't recording. So that's why I want to emphasize this feature, and it's a very, very good benefit for you. So not only in the back of the camera that you see a big red line that is recording, but also in the front. So let me move on. Another fantastic feature that is a great benefit for you is the microphone on the camera. So it has a 3 capsule mic. So what does that mean? This is basically, we are basically making these great mics where you tell the mic what is it that you want to do. So if my voice is behind the camera all the time, I want to probably set and select that microphone just in the back of the camera. Or if it's in the front of the camera, somebody is talking in front of me, right? Or I'm doing an interview and I want to talk overall, all directions, right? So let me just go real quick to the menu. The only thing I'm going to do now on the menu is press FN, which is the function button, and go here, microphone directivity. So if I go in there, of course, I can pick the front mic, the back mic, or the rear, or all directions. So all directions, obviously, if I'm interviewing somebody and I need this audio from all over the place, or from different angles, definitely that's what I'm going to pick. And it sounds basic, but it's not, because almost any other camera have this settings. So I'm talking about not settings, but this kind of quality mics. So these mics, only the ZV cameras have it. Basically, it's just awesome. It's fantastic. If you already have this camera, I think you already have this camera. Just check and start playing with it to see how good they are, and you put in the setting that is more suitable for you. Also, the cameras comes with the dead cat, or this well, they call it dead cat. That's for the wind. The wind is like when it's a lot of wind and you're making content outside, guess what? You're gonna hear like shh. That's the wind. Guess what? That prevented from happening, and that is another feature that, guess what? Not all the cameras comes with that. Not all the cameras, I'm talking about a different manufacturer cameras, they don't come with these great features that are special for content creation, right? So let's jump to the bokeh button, or the shallow depth of field button, so this is a button in the back of the camera that is fantastic. So the camera that is filming me right now, is the ZV-E one. It's a full frame camera, and I activate that function. So if I'm here and you're making a video and I put this other camera in front of that camera, look how it changes the focus to that camera right there. Very, very simple, very, very easy to do. I take it off. Now the focus is on me again. Extremely simple. I'm talking about this camera, talking about the camera, talking about this camera, and it will focus exactly on whatever I put in front of the camera. So you don't have to do anything with the camera, anything. The only thing you have to do is activate that function, and that function is in the back of the camera. It's called product showcase, right? You just activate it or deactivate it. So fantastic options that only these features has these cameras. Not even a bigger cameras have these features. And the reason is because Sony wanted to make something extremely easy with a great quality. So easy to use with a great quality that anybody can use. So if you are the type of person that knows all your stuff, shutter speed, everything, that's okay, because you can also put these cameras in manual, but also you can make it easy for you and go on from there, right? So let's talk about the MI shoot. This is very, 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 very good. So the MI shoot is the pretty much the hot shoot of the camera, but this camera, all right, right here. If you see a lot of electronics in there, probably you cannot see it because of the lighting, but I'm going to tell you a couple of the benefits of that. That is one. Most of our cameras that have that type of hot shoot have a digital shoot, and what you can do with that is many things. First of all, if I grab a microphone, like let's say this microphone, right? And let me just show it to you. There you go, a microphone there. So if I put this mic, the first thing that will happen that I don't need a batteries for the mic, right? I don't need a batteries because it will draw the batteries from the camera. Like you say, oh, is that good or bad? Well, I tell you, that's one thing one thing that you have to think, oh, that can go wrong. Because right now, if I'm speaking to you guys, right? And what happens if my microphone runs out of battery? I'm out of luck. Now I cannot even realize my mic is not picking up the audio, and what will happen? I will keep recording, and I don't realize my mic, it ran out of battery, right? So what I'm coming with this, what I'm trying to explain you is that you don't have to worry about batteries, right? You just put this mic, you just put it in the camera, and now you're good to go. Another thing is no cables. So no cables can get tangled, the cables can get damaged, which happens a lot. Believe me, it happens a lot. I shoot and it happens a lot. So I shoot and I see, I'm in the industry. So what I'm trying to say is that also you can put on these ZV cameras, right? Pretty much all the cameras have mic input and the headphones to check the audio. But when you put the cable, that means that you can put any other brand of microphones on these cameras. The thing is going to be analog. It's not going to be digital. That's one. And second, you need batteries, and they are bigger. So again, it's a lot of benefits to go with the Sony microphones. So Sony microphones are smaller, but again, when we start speaking, right? Smaller, but probably even more probably no, they are more powerful. What does that mean? It has four capsules of audio. So what does that do for you? Well, it's more powerful because now this mic actually has even more functions than the other mics. So this mic, I can compensate this mic and say, oh, work like a boom mic. So it will narrow the angle of capturing the audio. Or I want to hear the whole room. Then I put it to hear the whole room. So you have like 7 different types of microphone audio that you can set this with. This is fantastic. So again, Sony keeps pushing the envelope and pushing the technology. Nobody, when I say nobody, nobody else makes a microphone like this, right? If I want to grab another microphone, and this is just pretty much a boom mic, right? It has 8 capsules. We have another one with 4 capsules, and the other mics have only one capsule, other brands of mics. So this is a lot more powerful mics, and these mics have also noise cancellation and so on. I don't want to spend too much time in this, but in this MI Shoot also you can put flashes, and it will talk to the camera a lot better than the normal or standard or regular hat shoot. These are extremely intelligent MI shoots. So 3.5-inch mic in. So no mic. Well, USB. I'm talking about USB. I'm sorry. USB-C. So with this USB-C, if you are running out of battery, guess what? You can grab pretty much any battery pack. Grab this, any battery pack that will charge your cell phone or charge anything, and you can actually plug this to your camera, and it will start charging the camera while you're recording, while you're using the camera. And that is the big benefit of this feature. It's called PD, power delivery. So most of our cameras, even if it's old, even if it's like 10 years old, you can plug the USB cable, even if it's not USB-C, even if it's the micro USB, you can still plug in the camera and start charging the camera while the camera is working. That is fantastic. And over the years, all the manufacturers start implementing everything, like following suit what we are doing. So I'm just here to express you and to let you know that what you have, I think you have some of these cameras, either the ZV-1 Mark II, ZV-E1, ZV-E10, or ZV-E10 Mark II. So I have the Mark II right here. That is the new camera. We're not going to talk about too much of the features and the differences between the 1 and the 2. I can tell you a couple things if we have a little bit more time at the end. Please feel free to, if what I'm talking, it doesn't relate to you and you say, man, why he don't talk about this? This is what I care about. Please feel free to type it in. I know if you don't care about what I'm talking about, feel free. I want to know about the touchscreen. I want to know about frame rate. Whatever it is, feel free. We're here to help. That's what I'm here for. And if I not be able to answer that question today, I'll definitely answer that question in the next episode. But that is good because your answer is gonna, believe me, it will be answered. But that's what we are here for, to make you to make you and encourage you to use your camera and use it more useful and get all the features you can from the camera. You already pay for it, you have it. So anyway, let me keep going. So the zoom lever, that's another feature, the zoom lever, that not everybody has, because that's like a professional, very, very useful feature, right? So what is the zoom lever? The zoom lever is like where the shutter button is here. So here, so this is the zoom lever right here, okay? And what is this for? So if you are, it let you zoom in and zoom out. So let me do it from this camera. So here is doing it fast, but when I start recording, so I start recording now, hopefully you can see that tally light. I can go very slowly, pulling back or racking focus, right? Pulling back in and out. And that is very, very useful when you are doing video. You don't want to be doing video and you don't want to be like, it is much easier if you grab the camera and you're already here, and from here you just a tiny bit and you do it slowly. You can also control the speed of that, which is fantastic. So let me jump to the next topic. USB streaming. Pretty much all of the ZV series cameras have a USB streaming. What does that mean? Well, that means that if you plug a USB, the way I have it now, I have it with the USB cable right here. This camera, the ZV-E1, the ZV-E1 is just plugged in as a USB. So plug it in. The first thing the camera is going to ask you in the back of the screen, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to do? You want to connect it to the computer? You want to do USB streaming? You want to connect it as a mass storage? Mass storage is when you want to do firmware updates on the camera and things like that. Mass storage is like using the whole camera as a storage. The computer will see it as a hard drive. That's why you can put operating system on it, firmware updates, the same thing. Anyway, so you plug it in and you make now your computer have a kind of a webcam, a much better webcam. Like I said, fantastic quality. The smaller sensor we have in the CV cameras are 1-inch sensor. 1-inch sensor. Now, a lot of people hear sensors. What is that, sensors? Well, sensors are where the image or the video gets recorded. So the pictures or the video gets recorded. So that area, the bigger that area, so that's called the sensor. So the bigger the area, the bigger the sensor. And the bigger the sensor is probably, I would say better, but I don't like to say just better. I like better explaining that. So you're going to have more high dynamic range. What does that mean? Better blacks, better whites, and the same scene. So you can pull up those details later. It's going to cost more, of course, the bigger sensors. It's going to have a more shallow depth of field. What that means is it's going to blur more quicker the background and better. It's going to look more professional. It's going to have better quality. It's going to be probably sharper. So it's many attributes of a larger sensor. That doesn't mean you need a larger sensor. Always go for the bigger. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is just the difference. I would like to hear what is it that you want to do specifically, what kind of video content or production that you want to do, and I will tell you, no, for you it's better this one or this one or this one. But that's why we have kind of so many cameras, because we're trying to tailor every single customer with the best camera. So anyway, also the microphones also comes with the cameras as well, for sure, right? So yes, so let me jump in and let me go and talk a little bit about other topic. And the flip screen, that is fantastic. It sounds natural now, and it sounds like all the cameras have it. But when you are making content, you can look up and you can see the screen like that, or you can put it down and you can see it from here or from the side and so on. It is very, very useful. And it's not only useful if you use it, let's say, in a tripod. Let's say, you know why it's useful to download also the application that I mentioned in the beginning of the live? Because when you have a screen that you can take with you and things like that, that's extremely useful. So you put that in a so you put that in a tripod, and with the phone, or with the application, you can actually see and start recording. A friend of mine, literally a friend of mine, just asked me 2 or 3 days ago, and he has an Alpha 1 camera. I said, hey, how can I use this feature and this camera? What you can recommend me to start turning on and off the camera from far away? And I just told him, download the application. And if you want, of course, you can buy a remote control, Bluetooth, and so on, but whatever. This is just fantastic. It is very, very useful. So let me just, another good feature is the face and skin softening. So if you go to the camera, I'm going to go to the menu right now. And this menu, if I go just the function button, by the way, is right here in the corner, soften skin effect. And if I click on it, I can go medium, I can go low, I can go high. It's just fantastic, and it will help you. So you can, it takes work from you, so you don't have in post-production and start fixing and start doing different things. This is just very, very good. Um, Also, on the screens are very, you can control the videos with the screen. No control all the menus. So if you swipe up from down to top, you can go like this. You can come up with this function button. So the function button now, if you swipe from down up, you will see this. And if you top to bottom, you hide it away. By the way, you can also, if you say, you know what, all these features, I don't care about these features. I care about different features. Guess what? You can customize that. That's fantastic. You can customize all these function buttons. This quick access, that's what it is. It's a quick access. And if you go from the side, like this to the side, so if you go like from here to here like this, from the side to in and out, you will pull up another set of presets. Again, make it easy for you, quick access. So you can play from there, you can start recording from there, you can change settings, you can do quick access. So again, Sony's trying to make it easy for you. That's the basic premises for that. This is fantastic. And what is this? This is a blogging grip right here. Blogging grip. This blogging grip is, yes. So this Bluetooth grip is fantastic. Give me 1 second. So it's fantastic. This Bluetooth grip, you can zoom in, zoom out from there. You can take pictures. Not only you can take pictures, but you can take video, and you have a custom button where allows you to do different things. So anyway, this Bluetooth grip also, you can put it as a little tripod, and it doesn't need any cables, any cables. So that's fantastic because you can pair that to any camera, not only ZV cameras, but also the alpha cameras. So let's see if I can answer a question that is in the chat. Wow. Okay, great question. How Sony tracking it compares to competitive models or different models? To competitor models. Sony is just Sony is just fantastic because of the processing power that it has, and only because of processing power, but how long it's been doing it. Remember this, I believe it's in 2010, like so many years ago, 2010, 11, 12, all these cameras, A7 cameras, the full frame cameras, and also the A6000 camera, which is probably 10 years old, crop sensor cameras. Believe it or not, check this, hear me out. Believe it or not, these cameras have eye autofocus. Eye autofocus. It wasn't tracking at that time, but it was the first camera and the first manufacturer to come out with the eye tracking. That is awesome. That is insane, actually. How I mean, and of course, we start with the tracking, and the tracking is just fantastic. The tracking is just, and it's because we've been working on it so many years, and we've been longer in the business of mirrorless cameras than anybody else, pretty much. So again, Sony has a reputation of fantastic tracking. Again, and what is the most important thing in the face? Not only the face, but the eyes. The most important thing is not the ears or the nose, but it's the eyes. When you take a picture, or when you again put a video or want to do a video, you want to focus on their eyes. You don't want to focus on the nose or on the ears or in the back. As a matter of fact, when you miss focus, you realize right away something's wrong with that, of course, because you didn't focus on the eyes, you focus on the ears. So anyway, that's that question right there. Again, if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to write down in the chat. So let's try to wrap it up here. I don't want to take too much time from you guys. It's been almost 30 minutes. I can't believe it. So auto power temp off. So this this feature is extremely important. Let me go to the menu real quick because a lot of us with the ZV cameras are making content. And sometimes the camera can get overheated. And I'm going to tell you a quick, simple thing that why I'm going to explain you why it gets overheated, right? Or one is one of the reasons. So if you go to the menu and go to the yellow menu, which is the suitcase down there, number 9, right here, number 9. Basically, all the CV cameras are going to have this menu. It can vary a little bit up or down, but it could be number 7 or 8 instead of 9 and so on. Auto power off temperature. What is that? It's just a sensor. The cameras come as a standard, they come in a standard right there, standard. But if you put it in high, internal cool down, high temperature, you see what I'm saying? So again, that's because it was on high and I put it to standard. So if you put it to standard, it can tell you that it's overheating. It's not even overheating. It's actually telling you, hey, it's a temperature. So you just saw it in there. You just saw it in the menu there. So again, if you leave it in high or put it in high, you will have basically no problem because you set the threshold a little bit higher. It's not like it's gonna burn the camera or nothing like that. So so that's one of the tips and tricks. And the last tip and trick I'm gonna tell you, because I got so many, and of course I want to wrap it up. I want to be respectful of your time. So 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 that being said, if you hit the menu button, and when you hit the menu button, give me 1 second. Let me just put it here. No, let me just put this. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Let me just put this here. Let me just put this here. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry about that. And let me see. Hopefully you guys can see here. Okay. So let me see if I have a memory card. I don't have a memory card here, but I will put it right now. Give me 1 second. I will put this memory card right now. And if I put this memory card here, I'm going to give you a tip how to format the card very, very quick without going to the menu. So if you hit the menu button, and after you hit the menu button, oh, the touch operation is on. Oh, it's just okay. So I'm just gonna tell you how to do it. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you how to do it. So if you press the menu button and leave it pressed with any camera, including alpha cameras, including these cameras, because I checked it and it works. It's just not doing it right now because it's connected to the HDMI cable. So menu button, and leave it pressed, and press the garbage can and leave it pressed for about 2-3 seconds. It's just going to prompt you and say, hey, do you want to format this camera? And that's a quick way to access the format, and you can format your camera right away. And remember, before you start shooting, let's say your shooting is tomorrow, make sure you format your cameras the day before so everything is fine. Charge your batteries, clean your lenses with a microfiber cloth. So in a few words, prepare yourself even before, 1 day before your actual shooting. That's going to be the best for you. You don't want to be running around, and you don't want to be forgetting things for your shoot. So let me just remind you once again to register your product within 30 days if you want to double the instead of 1 year warranty to 2 years warranty. And if you missed it, you can also register your product and you have the chance to win $500 Visa gift card. And yeah, that's about it, guys. That's about it, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel because a lot of things are coming. A lot of things, we have a lot of product and help you how to get the most out of your product your way. So thank you again for coming. We're here to help. Please write us with any questions you have. Until the next time, bye-bye. Have a good one.